Woo! la pédiema. Michel Tapé. Voilà que c'est des vrais petits peu. Oh, y'a plus on a dit. Pas non, non, Anasaka plus young why? Hey! Why? Maman a de la IPCA. Le maquis chez Adé, la plus belle. Qui Dali, mon Dieu Seigneur, à ce moment ça. Why? Rachel de Kibo, chez Adé. Banyo, nyari okoro bravo. Abrikoto nyari. Abrikoto nyari. Stefan Soko. Awa bile, nana. Amagri ngara koto nyari ba. Stefan Soko ya okoro bravo. Aya. Koto nyari ba. Amana vere kasawa. Amagri ka vere titi papa pa vere sa. Seri peke seri peke. Ayo yike banyo. Allez, na lui le colo bravo. Abrile moto nyali. Yozo made jogure. Pablo ayo. Ade wa ba bere wa sabake. Wa ba be. Apawo mabani. Ni ama. Apawo mabani. Apara sulo gbele bayo. Abina ni ka bere titi papa. Asa tubo apawo mabani. Mabani, ana mabani, anana, bayi bawe mabani. Ni agiji dalio alegio, bamro bani we mabani. Siza fuku ade alegio, ade bawe mabani. Ni azayi do, ade bani we mabani. Obe na baya gresa eba, ama ade bawe mabani, bawe mabani, ama mabani, waye. Ade bawe mabani. Parlez pas de lui, mais je vous dis, c'est ça qui nous a construit. À quoi nouveau c'est là que ici, hein? Devant les devants. Tu n'es pas conscient, moi je suis conscient. Asaka, 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 Asaka. Moi Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Majaya Jakina, Majaleva. Maya Popo Napa Jogana, Anaya, Amono, Kalu, Mausebo, Masebo, Lago Masebo, Sayamayo, Naido, Deyona, I said that's a blue as a bossy. On your brand new Masebo, on your brand new Majo, on your brand new Majo, they are Jade Crown Majale. You know, all your love, Masebo, you know, all your love, Masebo, you know, Paris and Masebo, on your UK Masebo, you know, Monaco Masebo, you know, Morocco Masebo, yeah. No, you don't quickly have Masebo, Punya Kana Masebo, Rayunya Kana Masebo, no, you don't Padiva Masebo. On the same, I had on the Papu, you could move up. For Papu, I got a good Monaila. Ayonia la vira Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Maja de Majale. Money to go to Mamma Ajanso, Radio. Muno to go to Mamma Ajanso. Sibaya de Sibagano, Radio. Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Maja, Papa, 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 Nabuyo, Papa, Majale, Anubebe, ya, not to go to Mamma Ajanso. Sibaya de Sibagano, Radio. Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Majao, Papa Maja, Papa, 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 Nabuyo, Papa, Majale, Anubebe, ya.
Don't disrespect me because I get on Papa. You will not disrespect because you see me in Papa. Don't disrespect me because I get on Papa. You will not disrespect because I will on Donga. We not build it, but we can make it happen. We not millionaire, but we can keep it popping. We not build it, we can make it happen. We not millionaire, but we can keep it popping. Alcohol, alcohol, but then alcohol. Alcohol in the building's on me. But then alcohol. Alcohol. Alcohol in the building's on me.
Angane mbeyo, kanye borusu kuona veriyo. Oji besayo, nokuro borusu kuona veriyo. Angane mbeyo, kanye borusu kuona veriyo. Angane mbeyo, nokuro borusu kuona veriyo. Angane mbeyo, duro tape makuria, wakwa ya seba. Onana aya ma lokoro mwane sikuro mwa yepoza ne gripu ya mureu. Lokoro toriye borusu ku. Suku ogere yo, amaya lokoro gete swalo ni doro.
Good evening, folks. Samson Tola, Brum Pop Radio. We're here again this evening to rock it and rock it and rock it as much as we can. We say thank you very much for joining us. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show here again this evening. We say thank you. Wednesday afternoon, folks, we are here to discuss what is happening in Liberia. Folks, this is things are happening very fast, and I'm not too sure if our people are quite on board with all of what's happening in Liberia. Safety, 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 safety. Before I go on to my major show here this afternoon or this evening, first of all, I want to welcome all of you now that you don't have anything to do, but we ask you to stay with us and share this video. Let people come in and watch us. This is a platform, intellectual platform. You come and express yourself intellectually. However, we're not asking you to divorce your emotion from what is happening back home. You have to express it. But just be patient, patient. And also know that when you come on this platform, your emotion can be high. But as a human being, you should be able to control your emotions so that it doesn't get away from you and saying things, using words that perhaps are not suitable for this show. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio, let's get on with it. Safety, safety, safety. Don't drive while you're drunk. Bad mistake. Don't drive while you're texting. Bad mistake. Stay safe. Stay safe. Winter is coming. I hope by now you'll winterize your car, winterize your house. You know you can winterize your house as well. It doesn't matter what type of house you have. I know a little bit about housing because I use a bill. I said, what can I do? There's people can do everything. You know, they're housing themselves. They're building themselves. Those of you in the East Coast. You have the siding outside, and between the siding and the sheetrock inside, there's an opening, about 2 foot opening. All right, and then they stuff the sheetings in between, and those are supposed to be insulation. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. However, most of the time, what you need to do when winter is coming around, your window that you can put in any kinds of proofing or whatever you call it, put it on there. If you are not careful, you're going to let the heat goes out and the cold air comes in. That's simple as that. Anyway, the heat attract, cold attract, whatever. I'm not going to go thermodynamic here, whatever. That's not the point. The point that I'm making is this. That you go to Home Depot or any of these shops, you ask for what they call visqueen. It's a clear plastic. And those are the plastic you use and tape around your window with the plastic. Cover the window and tape around it. That way the heat stays inside and all of your cold air stay outside. Another way to winterize your house, that is, but this one you don't necessarily need it because you live in it. But for some reason, if both of you working 24 hours or working day in, day out, the best thing you can do is run the water throughout the pipes from the basement, everything else, because when it gets cold, the ice, you will be surprised. And that's why when they build these pipes on the ground in the East Coast, they usually go 4 foot deep because they figure that the frost level will not pass 4 feet. So if you have a water pipe that is under there 4 feet deep, it's warm. But when you bring it up less than 3 feet, you're gonna have issue because the frost is coming in. Samson told. I'm not playing around here tonight. Let's get on with it, folks. Things are happening back home. Safety, safety, safety. Whatever you do, please stay safe with your stay safe with your whatever it is you have to do, please. All right, let's go on. Samson, as usual, as first tonight, I tell what is happening in Liberia. I'm not pleased, and so to show my displeasure, I tell I'm not even going to show my regular thing that I show Dr. Weir, but then I tell myself that's not a way to go about this because at this particular junction, I shouldn't put my emotion. And I'm asking everybody to guide their emotion. Then I am going to be so sad about the situation that I want to change my show. No, I will not do that. Let me just show, but I'll be very brief. Because I'm not happy with what is happening in Liberia. These people have the leadership abilities, but they're not exercising it correctly. And I'll go into that. This is Dr. Weir, President of the Republic of Liberia. Here we are. That's Dr. Weir, President of the Republic of Liberia. On who watch children were brutalized yesterday. On his leadership, he was the president. And this is what I say. When I don't like it, I say it. If I like it, I praise it. If I see something that is not right under his leadership, I say so. And this one was wrong. For me, was wrong. For kids, young kids, to be brutalized under his leadership, in as much as we're respecting and admire his leadership, but this one was wrong. And I'll go deep into that. Let me play something else again. I'm not going to take too long on this tonight. Let me play something else quick here. This is Dr. Weir during the election when he was marching all over Liberia campaigning for vote, and at the same time walking in the footstep, my words, in his footstep of his brothers and sisters. But that does not negate the fact that what happened yesterday was wrong. Let me say this. Let me say it quickly. Let's play this video and then we'll go on with our show. Samson,
Let's make sure you do that same thing for you can hold. Yeah, we won't hold the stage. I don't need show the road. You must stay. We're going to junior that before. No, I beg you.
I go.
Man, that's the only thing we do, Baba. I think it's finished. Salome said, don't done.
There you have it, folks. Samson told LeBron Public Reader. Let's go on. That's President of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. Weir. As he's commonly known, Dr. Weir, that is, and I can't change that one. Okay, let's go on to my show tonight, folks. This one is a little bit, for some reason, our brothers and sisters that are in charge of the government of the Republic of Liberia, for some reason, they just don't, they refuse to read history. Speaking about that, I don't have that with me. I wish I had it with me. But speaking about that, 2000 back in 2005, and this is exactly what these people have been saying. These people have been saying back in 2005. Dr. Famler, Boma Famler Jr., Dr. Famler wrote an article about finance minister, current finance minister, and said that, and I'm paraphrasing on, and said that this man has no clue what history is. Folks, I have to find that. Because these are things that when they happen, and then you look back on what has been written about this particular the particular person and what have you, and you realize that this person, what was written then still apply today. I don't need to get off my show to go look for it. I know people believe it. Okay, Dr. Famler wrote that Minister Tuwe has no clue what a revolutionary history is. What history of Liberia when it comes to people being involved in the struggle of Liberia. He has no clue. And I truly believe that what happened yesterday, and I want to say this here very frankly, and perhaps I could be wrong, but I will say it anyway. Those that were advising the authority to do what they did yesterday were never in the trenches of CDC, were never in the trenches when CDC was struggling for power. They were never in the trenches. Those are people that came on board. I'm not in Liberia. I'm just saying it. Because if they were in the trenches of CDC. They knew people got shot on CDC campus. CDC compound, got killed. They knew the police were going after sedition, beating them up. So those who are responsible for this were not in the trenches of CDC. That's just common sense, folks. That's just common sense. Because if they were in the trenches of CDC, they would not repeat what happened yesterday. How many times did we see Dr. Weir in public gathering before he became Dr. Weir? Asking for the release of student leaders, asking for the release of seditions, asking for the release from jail, that is. How many times seditions, the hierarchy of CDC were on radio condemning the brutalization of seditions? Oh, it was good yesterday. You don't want to be brutalized yesterday. But today, it is good to brutalize people. Are you serious? This, I consider it to be hypocritical. Simple as that. There's no other word. I like to pick my words and easy here, but this one, there's nothing else. I look it up today, see what the hypocritical, what kind of word I can use to soothe it around, try to smooth it around, but there was nothing I could find. Hypocritical. Hypocritical. And here's the thing. That this government, for some reason, refused to look at the back pages of history. And the fact that they refuse to read history, they will repeat history. I've been on here most of the time when I'm going at the CDC and these people, as my main objective, my main point, my main thing I want them to get out was the fact that they lack communication skill. Communication skill, in a sense, you can go and identify enemy of the state. That's not true communication. That's putting Dr. Weir and the people in the bubble so that you will have your own will. That's not means of communication. Mass communication, my own words. You tell the people what is happening. There should be no secret in Liberia unless national security issues. But because if you expose those national security issues, what is protected, how you protect the nation, if you expose it, the enemy might be able to penetrate that. So you don't need to bring it out in public. But the pay, you're talking about harmonization, pay wages, trying to make sure people get equal pay and what have you, and you're not even explaining pay. Folks, this is so bad. This is so bad that this holding people open, elephant set can run through it, and you won't be able to see it. You want to tell me in the Republic of Liberia that the high school students plan demonstration, a mass demonstration, whereby they have to coordinate because they are now all in one place. They were from all over Monrovia. They have to coordinate. You want to tell me the government of the Republic of Liberia, with all of the security apparatus that they have, that they turned loose yesterday on these young people, were not able to pick up a charter that these kids were planning this, whereby they should have been able to make sure this thing was coming. Okay, let's try to prevent it. And you have the Minister of Education standing there. I admired the Minister of Education yesterday. One of the things, the video I was watching yesterday, one of the things that I gleaned out of it and I took out of it is the fact this man has the ability to teach at any moment. And he demonstrated. I don't agree with some of the explanation they were giving yesterday, especially my own friend Falcon. They please, Falcon, please don't bring that. He telling the children to hurry up. And they're explaining to you some of our buddies and friends are in a hospital because they were brutalized. You're telling them to hurry up because you got to go. You got press conference to go to. But anyway, back to the Minister of Education. You saw at the end of the conversation yesterday when he was instructing those who going to be speaking, the instant of teaching, his teaching abilities show up. He was telling the young people, if you're going to be the first to speak, it was like a classroom for me. He said, if you're going to be able to speak, and the next person coming, don't try to repeat what this person have already stated. Just pick up from there and go. That's teaching. That's teaching. But then we have Eugene Falcon in the background. Yo, hurry up, we got to go. We got press conference. I'm not gonna dignify that. I'm gonna let that go for now. But the point that I'm making here, overall, is ridiculous. And late today on Facebook, and I got this story from LIBERIA Public Radio. Honorable Mike Don was able to post something up on LIBERIA Public Radio page. And this story, do you know the police are faulting the MCSS student that they caused the problem? And in fact, they frown on the behavior of the student, blocking the road, thereby violating the constitution of all Liberians to have a free passage at any time. Yeah? Are you kidding me? Quite right. But they also have the constitutional right to protest. Why didn't you provide for them? Even if you think they were late, do you not have people to talk to these children? They're little kids. But you keep provoking, and then they respond. And look at how many people. I'm not even going to play the video like other people have been doing on Facebook. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play the video. I'm not going to do it. But let's go back to the general topic here tonight. This administration, they refuse to look at history. History of Liberian leaders and student activities. And they want now that somebody looking for their own downfall. Liberian student business, you don't play with it. We know. Student, when they go against you, and here's the interesting thing with Dr. Weah, CDC, and the students. Majority of the voters in Liberia are of school age, at least in Liberia. So those are people that you want to make sure they understand. Hey, I wish I was somebody there yesterday. In the process, from the beginning, I will wrap their demonstration around the children's neck so bad they themselves will be choking. Say, Mr. Toe, give us water. We won't go home. Look at this kind of good time, good opportunity that the government had yesterday. But they decided, because there are certain group in the diaspora that think the government need to be tough. Tough on who? On Liberians? Tough on who? On other Liberians. And here we go, people are in the hospital. But this group of Liberians here think the government is weak. The government do not respond. So the government now, immediately after last week before, when these particular groups in the diaspora started going at the government, telling the government weak and what have you, you even saw Eugene Nagbe coming here on being uncomfortable and say the government is not weak. The government will be able to protect lives. When these young people went to demonstrate yesterday, yeah, they blocked the road. I understand that. But they've done it before during Ellen administration. And the people have been playing the video. You saw Ellen walk out. Say, what you want? Let her talk. These are future leaders of the country. If it was me yesterday, I would make sure the president calms down. Say, what are you doing to be so? Hey, the communication, that bad thing, you know it. They probably, I will speak the real, raw English now. I forget it, American English nonsense, business, forget it. The total English I come speak to you here. If I were there yesterday, I would tell the president, I said, Mr. We are, Honorable, we are not go. You can't let talk to the children. Tell the children, what you been doing to for the children? Then Mr. We are supposed to say, what wrong with you? What wrong with you? That I mean who pay your wife here? The other day people are cussing me. Say people going hungry, you paying all that money for school. That I mean who said we must get school, free school here in the country. What you want? The people who y'all say they won't get paid, they're getting paid. They get all the then you lay it out to the children. You lay it out. The way you're doing so, the way you're doing, look, people are willing to give us scholarship. You're like they are behaving like that. You think they will look at you and get your scholarship? Look at all the people behind me. The minister there, they all got a degree. They ain't got to worry about it again. That you the one who trying for you to prepare you for tomorrow. Then you're out here in the street blocking my road. I will walk. You don't walk the car. And you take driver. You take the car. I will walk. I used to walk the street of Monterey. Just like you. Where you think I come from? You think I come from Cruiserville? I'm from Gibraltar. I will walk to work. But you can't do that kind of thing. Then you lay it out on the children. They will listen. These are the same kids that used to demonstrate for you. These are the same kids that used to run the street of Monrovia to campaign for you. But look at that. They decided to respond with tear gas. And some of the kids were surely were hurt. Were hurt. And you're going to sit there. And you say, if after that, they're trying to find enemy of the state. They think you're doing here, you're letting people fool you. Who fooling who? First, you say, Henry Costa calling for people to come demonstrate. Henry Costa say, okay, I don't say anything. Henry Costa ain't say anything. The children were out in the street. Henry Costa. Then you say, people pushing them. You think the children stupid? You think they're stupid? They see. 3-4 years ago, there were some people that working in the government and they didn't even get money to pay taxes to ride from one place to another. Some of them were wearing Papa slippers, just like me. Out of a sudden, they got money. You think the children can see? They can see. People are debating how that we are getting money to build all these houses. The debate is still out there. You have not quelled the debate. People are still debating that we are about praying. We know that one. They're still out there. You think the children, they don't follow Romans either? They, instead of you to come out and explain to the Liberian people what is going on, every day they come up. People fooling you. People want this country to go down the hill. Nobody want that country to, in my opinion, nobody want that country. They will point out the fact that some of them are not responsible in their criticism. I agree with that. Because some of the language that they use to describe the leadership, I don't agree with. But that doesn't mean that they are not saying what is going on. People are suffering in Liberia. People are suffering in Liberia. There's no question about it. But that doesn't mean that this government brought on the suffering. The government came here, the suffering, what I'm telling you about, the suffering is still going to be there. Perhaps might be minimized. Then you guys going to open up with tear gas yesterday on children, forgetting to know. Student and Doe. Student, Taylor. We forget that one. Why do we have to behave like this? And I go back to the statement that I did, that I opened my show with. These type of incident happens because those who are pushing the government to be hard and tough, they were not in the trenches of CDC. They were not those that were running in the street of Monrovia trying to protect their lives from the police. They were not those in the street of Monrovia watching your friend dead in the middle of the floor, laying down dying because somebody shot at them. Those who were there, those who has been in jail, those sedition that wanted freedom, they will not suggest what happened yesterday. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. But for the government, and I say government because they're not private citizens, it's a government. To have that situation happening yesterday, that was too low, and there was no reason for it. Look at this. Look at the picture I'm showing you. That picture comes from Liberian Public Radio, by the way. Liberian Public Mike down, put that up. Okay. But look at that. Look at the thick smoke. And I will throw myself. The reason why I'm so emotional on this, you know, when you've been somewhere and the experience is not pleasant and something happened and bring back memory, you feel bad. 1979, I was about that age too, running around. Tear gas. April 14, 1979. I told you guys what the story was. And it is the exact thing that these people have started. You have a demonstrator. 1979. We went over there behind PUA. Pa had an office over there behind PUA. And we got there Saturday morning. And because the people said before that Friday night, the whole Monroe was shaking that tomorrow is going to be demonstration. And we believe that the leadership find out that they don't want to carry out because they did not have the logistic to control the crowd. And so they wanted to cut it off. But how do you stop the people from coming from Nuclear Town? At that time, no cell phone. At that time, the landline said you don't have it. So you have to send somebody by text to tell people. They don't have time to do that. So they decided, okay, let the people come here, we'll tell them. When we got to PAD office, that Saturday morning, PAD office, right there behind PUA, right behind Sony went, so PUA on the south, so they went PAD office on the south, so they went. So they have the ditch right there in between. Open ditch. So we're standing there, and the army people came, they lined themselves along the fence that facing the graveyard. Okay, I believe it was Getty Street. Okay, so people are standing there. The police jeep came over. They got out, and one guy, I still don't know his name. Light skin, I think they say Dempster or something like that, but I don't know his name. He got out. I think he was lieutenant or captain. He got up, and he wanted pat those who were there for demonstration. He said, "You got a right to demonstrate, but we want you off the street of the Republic of Liberia from the sidewalk." Almost 200, 300, 400 people were coming together. He wanted the people to go into PAD property. And the fence, that little fence that I'm looking at right now, the fence was nothing more than 25 by 35 feet. You can't put 200 people, you can't even put 100 people in there. And they started forcing people. The police, the army people didn't do anything. It was the police that were forcing people. So through the forcing of these people getting into the stuff, some people took off and got hit around the street. They started demonstration. I follow. By the time I got to McDonald Street or somewhere up there, tear gas was already happening. My first smell of tear, it doesn't smell. Pepper said better. Pepper, when pepper hit your eye, at least it's better. But tear gas, it hit your eyes. Not only it burn your eyes, but it smell bad. So immediately, somebody told us, you can use potato green, raw potato green, just rub in your hand and rub in your eyes, and it will cool it off. And so we started spreading the news. So for me to see these children running in the smoke, thick smoke of tear gas, it just brought some bad memory for me. Brought bad memories. I don't care what happened. You should not use tear gas on this type of situation. And people are continuing to say that the government needs to do these kinds of stuff. Good luck. Because people will continue to demonstrate. You're not going to stop that. In fact, what has happened now, every time you do these things without communicating to the people, you make them more resolved of carrying on a specific purpose. There will be people. There will be people. Why you're acting like you ain't see the war? They children that when the people shooting at the time, they want to go to who shooting they want to see. Then that tear gas will stop them. You just make them stronger and make them brave. You saw how they were talking to the minister there yesterday. Because the way they were pushed to the war, they have to respond. People who could be the grandkids of that minister of education were talking like that. This is not how our culture allows us to talk to older folks. Except they were not giving the respect to the kids. And so they themselves have to respond to that. So these type of stuff, when you do these things, what some of us are speaking from experience. You push, they push back. You push, they push back. Your best bet, whenever these things start coming about, you present yourself as father of the nation, which you are. Dr. Weah should have gone out there yesterday and make the children, because they are children. Some of them, his own son are older than some of them. Make the children to pick up all the rock and get them off the street. Forget about being president. I'm talking to you now like your father. I'm talking to you like your brother. Move this stone right now. This is not how we're supposed to be. When you carry on that kinds of talk, they will respect it. Who in Liberia, especially young people, who among them that don't respect Dr. Weah? Tell me. If Dr. Weah was to walk out of his car yesterday and say, oh, that's what y'all want to do? We're trying our best here to do X, Y, and Z. That's what y'all want to do? Look, I don't like it. I don't like it. Please, y'all get away. Y'all let the children myself talk. No, you move that rock. And the boy would definitely, as soon as Dr. Weah said, I bet you, and I swear to God, that would have happened. If Dr. Weah were to point out 2, 3 people and say, y'all move those things, I want pass. Y'all move them. But Mr. President, no, don't call me Mr. You want to talk to me, you find a way to come to my office, we'll allow that. But you blocking my road then, but you want to talk to me? That don't disrespect? Is that what your power teach you? Is that what your mind you start putting mind and power in there, they're scared. But putting tear gas on there, you think they're going to listen to you now? You have elevated them. By putting tear gas, those who survive the tear gas, now they have been elevated to the standard. The mistake all the time, Liberian government always make it. Now you make the children, those who spoke yesterday, they are now, they consider themselves in the history book now. Because they were able to stand up to the system. You continue to weaken the system. They will never come out and be truthful. They will never come out to be truthful. So I just say, maybe people will say, oh, but all your children are here. They're not in Liberia. Yeah, I understand. I got a son over there. Not that I don't have no kids over there. I got a son in Liberia. Monrovia right now as we speak. But the point that I'm making here tonight, there's no reason for the police to respond the way they did. Were they damaging anything? When they first gathered and started moving, all they did was make a roadblock. Human roadblock, or whatever they put down.
asaka